Hi guys, we're here at the Super Billiards Expo 2025 in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. I'm at the Brunswick and Lucasi booth with the much anticipated and brand new delivery of the Gold Crown 7. I'm with Nick Barron from Brunswick.
Yes, sir.
Nick, thank you for having some time, taking some time to talk about this beautiful table. Can you tell us a little bit about, the mission behind Gold Crown 7, where Brunswick's coming from with this new addition to a long legacy of established table making?
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half process from basically a clean sheet design. I mean, we took a lot of the elements from the historical Gold Crowns, incorporated them into our Gold Crown 7. I like to say we've taken all the input from players, dealers, room owners, operators, anybody who's had their hands on a Gold Crown previously to this version, and we've incorporated all the changes into this table to make it, in my opinion, the best Gold Crown that's ever been made.
Yeah, I think about the history of American pool and American pool tables, and Brunswick is probably at the head of that conversation when you just look at what they've offered historically.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what some of the design elements are that came from legacy tables that people can expect in the new Gold Crown 7?
Something that we really wanted to make sure we didn't overlook was the overall look and feel of a Gold Crown. If you look at the table from the side profile, it still has the iconic Gold Crown pedestals. It has corner castings. It has the elements that made Gold Crown a Gold Crown and made Brunswick a 180-year-old company at this point in time. So we wanted to make sure we captured all those things. But a lot of what is underneath the hood, so-called, so to say, is really advanced and really doing things that other tables aren't doing out there in the world.
Really, that's awesome. I know it sounds like it's been a collaborative effort between players and maybe designers. Can you talk about who's maybe at the forefront of that collaboration and design of the Gold Crown 7?
One of the things we really wanted to do with this table is start with the mechanics. We wanted to start with the players, and we wanted to start with room owners, and then give us all that input, give us all the things they loved or hated about a Gold Crown or any table in general, and then we wanted to engineer up into that. Instead of us dictating to them, it was them dictating to us what they wanted. My team is incredible. We have an incredible set of designers, engineers. We worked with Oscar Dominguez, Savannah, Allison Fisher. All of our pros came and played on it. We worked with Mark Gregory, who's a legendary mechanic in this world. He helped us a lot to try to figure out some of the little things that have been haunting the Gold Crowns for years and try to engineer around those. And then obviously giving it back to our team to pull it all together and really make it take shape.
Right. We had talked a little bit about how this table takes a step forward in the build quality. Can you talk a little bit about how like the rail design is updated and helps basically promote consistency table to table?
Yeah, the biggest thing we did is this has an aluminum rail system. So we went away from wood with inconsistencies with wood and moisture levels and things like that. We went to an extruded aluminum rail, and those gives us a few things: the durability, the consistency. Every time it's manufactured, it's going to be the same, and it really allows us to line these corners perfectly every time. That was a big problem with older Gold Crowns, was getting those corners to line up perfectly. So we've tried to eliminate a lot of that in here, and just really feel like the weight and the density of that aluminum is what we've wanted for the response on these cushions.
Right. In my experience, I'm a Gold Crown owner. I have a Gold Crown 1 legacy table. So I know how important having a good mechanic is to making sure that table plays
Absolutely.
true.
Absolutely.
It sounds like with the aluminum rail housings, you're making it so it's real simple on the mechanics to be able to line them up, lock them down, and have them be exactly where they're supposed to be.
I think the big thing on this was we really wanted it to make it easy to install, because a mechanic can make or break your table's reputation. So we wanted to make sure that this table was easier than any Gold Crown that's been out there to put together, and really wanted to solve all the problems that have been haunting the mechanics for the last few years.
Yeah. I've noticed too, you talked about the pocket castings. It seems like these pockets are flush to the rail system.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that design? What are these castings made out of?
This is a gunmetal here, and one of our biggest complaints is always the pockets up above the rail. And so we solved that with this one. That was really a big thing in my mind and Mark Gregory's mind that we wanted to convey to our engineers, was we have to make sure this thing is just flush all around. And I always told him, I'm like, we can make electric cars, we can capture space shuttles coming down. Why can't we make these what we want them? So we did that, and it turned out perfect.
They look super sleek, and for me as a player, it's comfortable when you can don't have to worry about, because my Gold Crown one, that rubber lip really sticks up, and if you have a wood shaft or a carbon shaft and you dig through that rubber, it's going to end up. What's this facing material on the actual pocket itself?
This is a hard durometer plastic material here, and it'll be also inside the pocket as well.
Right.
And so we really had a lot of issues over the years that I've seen on Brunswicks where the pocket little ears would start flopping in.
Yeah.
And that personally drove me crazy. And so that was one of my big ticket items too for the team was this has to be solid, it has to be flush. I don't want to see any of those ears flapping into the pocket, you know?
Yeah, no, it's super stylish. I think it continues the legacy of Brunswick design, but also just makes it sleek and modern. I know this is a really popular feature on that a lot of table manufacturers are starting to pull out, so I'm happy to see Brunswick do that.
Yeah.
The pocket itself, you know, I've hit a couple balls in this table now. To me, the pocket and the ball return system is real quiet.
It's very quiet.
Can you talk a little bit about what went into the design of that to make it so?
That was a big thing. We moved the ball return system from underneath the rails to down the center.
Got it.
And we made basically a drop system. And so what that does is the ball drops in there.
Right.
We didn't want it to be loud like a bar table. We wanted to still be quiet. So we lined that with a thick neoprene down the bottom so it'll muffle the ball sound.
Right.
And really having just a better dropping system. And the gullies are lined with a rubber texturing on them too. So everything's designed to make it quiet. I know it's hard in here because it's loud, but we've had it in a very quiet showroom. And just throwing ball after ball after ball, trying to make sure it's just the right sound that we want.
So if it becomes a home table, it's something that's
absolutely
not obnoxious and totally can fit in a home environment.
Like for me, my table's upstairs. My daughter's room is right next to it, so I'm always conscientious about playing at night or something. So I think this is in that same spirit. We really want it to be an amazing commercial product, but also something that somebody could have in their home and play at night or any time of the day on still.
Now you mentioned this has a ball return system. All these tables are shipping as a ball return?
Correct. So we really wanted to make sure that this was a player's table.
Right.
And we really feel like the ball return is kind of that vibe, right? We are going to come out with something we'll be able to block the pockets and you can turn this into a drop pocket.
Got it.
But right now we're just a gully system. And we really feel like that's the essence of Gold Crown.
Sure.
That's the essence of billiards, to have that pocket return. And we built a beautiful ball return down here too. So something we really wanted to show off when the balls dump out to the bottom, and it's quick and it's quiet.
Beautiful.
So,
yeah. So it sounds like you'll have modular inserts that can go into each pocket to make it a drop pocket if you want.
Yeah.
But as for now, it's shipping as a ball return.
Correct.
You also have ball racks here for one pocket.
Yeah.
With the
popularity of one pocket, we really wanted to make this table the one pocket table of choice.
Right.
And so what we did is we call them the stadium one pocket racks, and we actually patented those. And so now you can actually really see what everybody's score is. If you're streaming or you're sitting from an audience's standpoint, you can see what the score is by having the balls outside like that.
Do those come with the table, or are those an add-on?
Those will be an add-on. If you don't want them, you don't want them. But we really feel like one pocket is growing in popularity around here. And so something we wanted to come up with.
Do you know how much those cost as an add-on for the table?
I don't know at the moment. Yeah, I don't know.
That'll be something people can check out.
Yeah, we
online.
can check it out online.
Okay, great, fantastic. Now, you talked about the rail construction and how solid it is. I played on the table; it feels really sturdy.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the cushions themselves? What kind of cushions are you guys running on?
So these are cushions that are made specifically for the Gold Crown by Artemis in Germany.
Fantastic.
So
Great.
we've moved away from the super speed on this model only.
Right.
We just felt like we did a lot of testing. We had a lot of players talking about just the playability of the Artemis was just a little bit more of what they wanted. And so we took a kind of a little roll and we went with it.
Player feedback.
And we worked with Artemis to develop a really cool rubber.
Yeah.
It's a great profile. And it's going to be a Gold Crown Artemis rubber. So
Beautiful.
we're really excited about that.
So these are cut and sized to fit the new rail housings and
Correct.
everything.
Yeah, they won't go on any other Brunswick. So they're
Fantastic.
specifically for a Gold Crown 7.
What pocket sizes are you delivering?
So we'll do 4 different sizes of pockets. The one we brought out today was the killer of killers. This is the 4-inch tight pocket.
Sure.
So we'll have a 4-inch for the WNT sort of tournament style. We'll have a 4 1/4, a 4 1/2, and a 5-inch for your home.
Yeah, that 5-inch Brunswick is legacy straight pool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
we still want it to be a home accessible table, but really, we really designed this to be for an environment like this with people who really want to be competitive.
What I've noticed too about these points, the way they're cut and the way they hold up, they don't sag. So they're very fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to spit a ball out if you try and cheat the pocket.
I've
too
seen
much.
that over the few days where it pops out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like the cushions and the points really hold up. They're very fair. So it'll be a very tough table, but also one that plays super consistent. The rails all play consistent.
It's the great equalizer with that 4-inch pocket. You know,
it's big. So now this delivers as a 1-piece slate or a 3-piece slate. Or
we will have both options.
Okay.
Yep. We really designed the 1-piece slate to be our pool room solution.
Right.
So we will have these pre-built with a 1-piece slate where they can roll in with our specifically designed cart, and we can set them up. This version we have here today is a 3-piece for your home or maybe a pool room that's got an upstairs in it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an upstairs table
exactly.
guy. So the 3-piece slate is essential for somebody like me.
Absolutely.
So the mobility is great.
Yeah.
How much does this bad boy weigh?
It weighs probably a bit over 1,100 pounds.
Around 1,100
Yeah,
pounds.
we've got 30 millimeter slate.
Beautiful.
So a 30 millimeter 9-foot slate is by nature just going to weigh a lot.
Yeah.
But the frame itself weighs less than the wooden frame of a Gold Crown 6.
Right.
Even though it's carbon steel.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and this is 30 millimeter. You said it was slate, Brazilian slate, maybe?
Yeah. We get all of our slate out of Brazil. We have our own our Brunswick certified slate.
Got it.
So it's actually honed to a higher standard than the BCA standards.
Great. Yeah, fantastic. So again, everything that I've felt so far reinforces this idea of a super stable table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we talk a little bit about pricing and availability?
Yeah, so we're looking to have this available between August and September.
Okay.
I just got an update from the factory last night, so we're working through some of those problems and getting the inventory built. But yeah, August, September is our time frame. Now, we always talk MSRP because we have dealers that are going to sell this. Our MSRP target right now is $12,500, and then we also have special pool room pricing. So I want to sell this direct to rooms. So if there's room owners that want to get a hold of us, we can work out special deals.
Yeah.
And it's going to be considerably less than $12,500. So we'll have tiered pricing. You know, if you buy 1 to 4, 5 to 10, and 10 plus.
Got it.
So we really want to work with those guys to make Brunswick out there in that commercial environment.
Yeah, and I think Brunswick being an American name, it's going to be nice to see a new table offering in the 21st century coming in and refreshing this gorgeous table. The aesthetics are awesome. I noticed you have the little Brunswick.
Yeah.
We used to have the badge on the old Gold Crowns.
Now it's on the casting.
Now it's on the casting. It's
badging all around. We've actually routed into the aprons and filled it with a white epoxy resin.
Yeah.
So it's not a decal. It's not going to wear off.
Sure.
It's a really solid resin. And then the one Easter egg that people will find, I'll let them find it on their own, but it's down there on the rack,
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, this table, speaking of aesthetics, comes in 2 colors, right? Three colors.
We have a brown, a white, and a black.
Got it. I've seen photos of the white and the black. I haven't seen the brown yet.
Yeah, we had the brown at the BCA trade show in our 8-foot version, and it looks really sharp as well. But really partial to the white and the black myself.
Fantastic. So 8-foot, you said, so it's going to be a 9-foot, an 8-foot?
A 9-foot and an 8-foot.
Got it.
Exactly.
Beautiful. And
exactly.
Modified 8 or just straight 8?
Just a straight up 8.
Got it.
Yeah. No oversized 8s or anything.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
Absolutely.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to Nick, right?
Yeah.
Nick at Brunswick.
Yeah.
Or if you want to get in contact with him, feel free to reach out to me. Send me a DM on the channel. Really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. I know it's a busy show floor. This table's been packed the whole time.
It has been. It's been busy.
And we've
got 5 minutes without Savannah Easton on here.
That's right. Yeah. Well, she's tearing it up and improving, and so you guys are doing a really great job for pool. So if you guys really like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.